Do you find your mind racing, always jumping to the worst possible outcome? Does worry about the future feel like a heavy knot in your stomach? It can make joy hard to find. Even small worries can grow into overwhelming fears, making life feel like a constant struggle. You might feel alone, but many people share this pattern. It's like carrying an invisible weight that colors everything. But you're not alone, and this way of thinking is more common than you think. This essay will help you understand why your mind does this, and how to feel lighter and more hopeful. You can learn to expect better things for yourself. There is a path to a more peaceful mind. The habit of always expecting the worst is called catastrophizing. It's when your mind takes a small worry and blows it up into a disaster. For example, a small mistake at work becomes, "I'll get fired," or a late text reply means, "My friend hates me." Catastrophizing is like using a magnifying glass that only shows the bad. It makes everyday problems seem huge and scary, focusing only on the worst possible outcome. This isn't about being realistic, it's your mind playing tricks, ignoring good or neutral outcomes. The habit develops by focusing only on negatives, but with awareness, it can be changed. Understanding this is the first step. You can learn to give positive outcomes a fair chance. Catastrophizing is a habit, not a life sentence. You can break the cycle. Let's look at how catastrophizing shows up in daily life. Before a presentation, you might think, "I'll forget everything and my career will be over." If a friend cancels plans, your mind jumps to, "They don't like me anymore." Even getting stuck in traffic can spiral into, "My whole day is ruined." These thoughts magnify stress and turn small setbacks into crises. Even a headache can become, "What if it's something serious?" Catastrophizing turns everyday worries into major fears. It makes coping much harder than it needs to be. These patterns drain your energy and joy, but recognizing them is the first step to change. You can learn to see things more clearly. Catastrophizing doesn't have to control your life. Why does our brain jump to the worst-case scenario? It's an ancient survival mechanism. The amygdala, your brain's alarm system, is always scanning for threats, real or imagined. When it senses danger, it triggers the fight, flight, or freeze response before you even think. The prefrontal cortex helps you reason and calm the alarm, but stress can overpower it. Your brain isn't trying to make you miserable, it's trying to protect you. Sometimes, this system becomes overactive, seeing danger where there is none. It misinterprets neutral cues as threats. This is a natural response, not a personal flaw. Understanding your brain's wiring helps you respond with compassion. You can learn to calm your inner alarm. Your mind can be retrained to see things more realistically. Awareness is the first step to change. Past experiences can make catastrophizing worse. If you face trauma or stress, your brain becomes more sensitive to threats. It's like a smoke alarm that goes off at the slightest hint of danger. Your brain learns to expect bad things even when things are calm. This becomes its default mode, always on high alert. You become skilled at spotting potential negatives, but less able to see positives. This is a learned pattern, a conditioned response. But learned patterns can be unlearned. You can teach your brain to expect better outcomes. Change is possible even if it takes time. Always expecting the worst shapes your choices and actions. It can make you avoid new challenges, missing out on growth and joy. Your world shrinks and your confidence suffers. Doubting yourself becomes a habit, reinforcing negative beliefs. This creates a cycle. You expect failure, avoid trying, and never learn what's possible. Avoidance confirms your fears, not reality. You may feel stuck, anxious, or hopeless. Catastrophizing limits your experiences and prevents you from thriving. It keeps you in survival mode, not truly living. But this cycle can be broken. You can learn to challenge these thoughts. Taking small risks can open new possibilities. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone. You deserve to experience life fully. Change starts with a single step. The good news is, you can change this pattern. You're not doomed to catastrophize forever. Start by naming the thought, "This is catastrophizing." Recognizing the pattern creates distance from it. It's just a thought, not a fact or a prediction. This small step reduces its power over you. Become an observer of your thoughts, not a victim. Next, check for evidence. What proof do you have that the worst will happen? Often, there's little solid evidence for your fears. Ask yourself, What evidence is there that things might go well? Look for facts, not just feelings. This helps you see the situation more clearly. Small changes can make a big difference. Let's explore more helpful tools. Imagine better outcomes. Use your imagination to picture positive or neutral scenarios. Practice seeing good possibilities, even if it feels strange at first. Ground yourself in the present. Use your 5 senses to anchor yourself. Notice what you see, touch, hear, smell, and taste. This brings you back from spiraling thoughts. Take small, manageable steps to face your fears. Break challenges into tiny parts. If social events are scary, start with a simple message or a short coffee meet. Each small win builds confidence. You'll see you can handle more than you think. Practice makes these tools more natural. Change happens gradually, one step at a time. You have the power to shift your mindset. Remember, your brain isn't broken. It's just learned a pattern. Catastrophizing can be unlearned and new thought patterns built. Your brain is capable of change. This is called neuroplasticity. Learning new ways to think is like learning any skill. It takes practice and patience. There will be ups and downs, and that's normal. Be kind to yourself as you learn. Every effort, no matter how small, strengthens new pathways in your brain. Celebrate your progress, even tiny victories. Reflect on times when things turned out better than you feared. Remember your resilience and ability to cope. You've managed difficulties before. You can do it again. With practice, you'll find more peace and joy. Change is possible step by step. You are stronger than your worries. A more peaceful mind is within reach.